Greetings, everyone, from Atlanta. The Hawks playing host to an Eastern Conference game here on their home floor. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Kevin,
David, you're right. It takes a toll. Thank you. The season now starting to take shape, Brent. We have a better idea of who the real championship contenders might be.
There seem to be a lot of familiar faces, Kevin.
I agree.
Yeah, always.
But that's okay. I like that.
Yeah, I do too, because in the beginning of the year, we have to do those radio shows and make predictions. Some of our predictions are coming true, thank goodness.
I know. We look smart, don't we?
I don't know about that.
You know you look smart. I don't. You look smart. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Allen in at the 3 spot. Dunn kicks to Levine. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul. Now Allen. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Down low, Markkanen. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Markkanen's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Chicago. Young taking his time here. Passes it to Collins. Middleton for 3. Rebound collected by Levine. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. Allen finds Levine. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Stolen by Middleton.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
And really, it's hard to guard a guy like Bazemore because of how high he can get up. His athleticism is just boundless.
This is his first free throw of the game. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Crazy to think that Bazemore was mostly known for elaborate bench celebrations in Golden State before coming to Atlanta, but he's worked his way up and has eventually become a starter and a very important player, key player for these Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta making a switch here. Len's checked in. Here's Middleton. Sweet little floater. Middleton's got his first basket of the night.
Staying confident in the paint, Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
Kicks it out to Allen. Back to Dunn. Stolen by Middleton. Dunn against Young. Poked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Allen against Middleton. Allen dishes to Markkanen. Softly drops in the floater.
Hey, look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Bazemore passes to Len. Young against Levine. And Middleton kicks to Collins. Young outside.
Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
Levine finds Allen. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Levine. Rebound by the Hawks. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
We'll get a great idea tonight of exactly how they match up in terms of strengths versus weaknesses. When it comes down to a 4-game season series, this first one is always a good indicator of what's to come.
Chicago making a switch here. Evans is checked in.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. Number 1, the Bulls.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Young against Dunn. And Young kicks to Len. Middleton looking it over. Over Allen. The Hawks again can't hit. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Brent, as a former dunk contest winner, I have to ask your thoughts on one of the great Hawks of all time, the terrific human highlight film, Dominique Wilkins.
Well, Dominique, one of the greatest athletes this game has ever seen, and one of the most feared dunkers, obviously, of his era. You remember a lot of the highlights with Nique coming in, flying in, and finishing off a shot that might have missed from the opposite wing and going up over the top of 2 or 3 guys. So he certainly doesn't get enough credit nationally for the type of offensive firepower that Nique provided for his beloved Atlanta Hawks for years and years.
Evans against Bazemore. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
The Bulls leading by 3. Evans kicks to Dunn. There's the feed to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
And the height Dunn possesses is what allows him to see the floor so well. So good at setting up his guys for quality shots.
Bazemore against Evans. Young with no one around. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass, and the contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
Middleton dishes to Young. Shot clock at 6. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. Here's Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Collins. 4th in field goal percentage. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. And it's good off the back rim and in. Middleton's got his second bucket.
Yeah, you don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
Allen passes to Markkanen. Back to Allen. Done with it. Allen outside. Markkanen can't get it to go.
I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
And the dunk by Len.
Yeah, you're not going to fool around much on the interior, especially if you're Alex Len, that big, that close. Easy bucket.
Evans finds Allen, and it's done in the corner. Back to Allen. Done outside. Allen right side. He's off on that one. Good defensive work there by Young. The Hawks trail by 3. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
You know, the cleverness Young possesses is just uncanny. Puts the defense in a bind whenever he drives it to the rack.
And here are the Bulls now. Dunn looking over the floor. Over Middleton. Misses off the right iron.
Got to make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. The defense was just okay.
To the inside. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Middleton.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Bulls have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Dunn kicks to Allen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Carter outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Allen passes to Dunn. That one's off. Still out of sync. Atlanta's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Young finds Middleton. Pass to Len. And here's Middleton. Now Collins. Defended by Carter. Shots good from Young.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
Well, if I can play against any defense that has no ability to set up where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Marjanovic checked in for Carter. Parker comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Chris Dunn. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Hawks.
The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Herter, covered by Evans. Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Middleton against Allen. He dishes it to Mudiay. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
What's interesting about Mudiay is how cavernous the gap is between the strengths and weaknesses that he has. On the plus side, he creates shots for himself, but how many of those shots is he actually going to make? The other part about his game, though, is his distribution is pretty solid. So if he plays in the pick and roll, he can find teammates.
Allen against Middleton. Allen passes to Marjanovic. Picked his pocket. Here's Mobley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Another thing about Mudiay, really good on-ball defender. That marks him.
Well, a better defender when his man's in front of him, and not as good at chasing guys through screens. He seems to either get bumped off route or try to take shortcuts that cost him. But offensively is where it is. He needs to just be better at decision-making and get that jump shot to be more consistent.
Here's Atlanta. They're on a 13-5 run. Mobley, the pass to Middleton. Down low. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. The basket good off the assist from Evans. That's 10 points for Allen.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
Pass to Prince. Now the pass to Mobley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. Spellman. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Allen kicks to Marjanovic. Kicks it out to Allen. It's Evans on the wing. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Bulls have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. And the technical free throw is good. Chicago making a switch here. Blakeney's checked in. Pass to Marjanovic. Allen in the post, defended by Middleton, and he gets the bucket. Allen's got 13 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Mobley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 4 on the clock. Over Parker. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Kicks it to Markkanen. Takes the 3. Drills it from outside. Markkanen's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
So for Chicago right now, Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Allen in at the small forward position. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Pistons was outstanding. He ended up with 44 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
Tyreke Evans is checked in for the Bulls. The Hawks again can't hit. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Denver Nuggets.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense was giving them.
They capitalized on so many opportunities. The offense tonight just extremely fluid.
Allen passes to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Over the last decade or so, a huge transformation, Brent, in the way games are played. Do you see any additional changes on the horizon?
I wonder if the league will think about, and I think it'd be interesting, if they had a three-point line that just disintegrated into the sideline. We have the split, and we have the archway, right? We go down the sideline. It'd be really interesting if the league, maybe in Summer League, experimented with the three-point line being equidistant the whole way around.
And going right out of bounds.
Yeah, so right out of bounds, it eliminates the corner three. It would impact the way you would defend the corner shot, because now it doesn't have a value of 3. 1 point more for a shorter shot seems to be a little unfair as it is, and we know it's the most valuable shot in basketball.
There's no doubt.
But I wonder how that would look, and maybe Adam Silver and the committee will look at a Summer League where the three-point line just disappears in the sideline, eliminating the corner three.
Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Bazemore. Prince against Allen. Prince's shot is good.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
The Bulls leading by 6. Over in the corner, Allen. Three-pointer on the way. Another 3 for Chicago.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And Young kicks to Collins. Back to Young. Chicago grabs the miss. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Back to Evans. Allen outside. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Clock at 6. Pass to Evans. Poke loose from deep three-point range. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Pass to Young. He kicks it to Collins. To the middle. Young's shot is off.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
Allen. The shot, no good. Prince with the defensive effort. Bazemore against Evans. To the paint. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Prince.
Well, he has good size at his position, and Taurean Prince, even though traffic around him doesn't speed him up. Nice shot there.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Chris Dunn's checked in for the Bulls. To the paint. Young outside. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up. Well, you look at Allen. He's currently atop in the Eastern Conference. He's got a lot of fans the world over, and it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. And there's the pass to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
And you know what? He's a great player to run the pick and roll with. I mean, he operates really well in that set, and all he needs is a little bit of daylight, and the young fella is golden.
And Young kicks to Collins. Young against Dunn. Poked away and stolen by Dunn. Atlanta with the rebound. Prince has got his 4th rebound in this one. Young inside. Dunn covering. Well, we know that Dr. James Naismith came up with the idea when he was teaching at the YMCA. But as far as skill development, Brent, some feel that maybe in the skill category that the USA has fallen behind a little bit. Do you agree?
I think what the United States is doing on that level between your late grade school years and AAU programs in particular and your high school years, that they're trying to address this issue and get ahead of it a little bit. For years, there was a 10-year or 15-year gap about European players being schooled and being in institutions where they were basically young professionals from the age of 12 to 14 having school and basketball and being at a facility for just those things specifically. The last few years, there's been a lot of concern with players being more adept and more skilled here in the States. The change is coming.
Prince against Allen. 5 on the clock. Prince with the defensive effort.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but man, that's an easy shot.
That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Young.
Really clever with the basketball. Young so advanced offensively. Excellent pull-up jumper there.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for them.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Prince. And the Bulls making a change also. Parker's checked in.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often. But the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Stolen by Middleton. .136 left in the second quarter. Len down low. Evans is there. 6 to shoot. Young right side.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Evans kicks to Allen. Parker against Len. And slam dunk by Allen.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer. And he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
The Hawks trail by 5. Young outside. 51 seconds left in the first half of the game. Len, good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They've led by as many as 11 points. Parker dishes to Allen. Back to Parker. Dunn kicks to Evans. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls out front. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Bulls leading by 3. Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. John Collins is out there with Chris Middleton, so that's the lineup for Atlanta. Markkanen can't get it to go. The Hawks shooting here about 46% for the game from 12 feet out. It's hauled in by Dunn. Into the Bulls, shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Allen for three. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. Levine's checked in for Chicago. And Middleton kicks to Young. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. And here's a list of players that have been coming through for their team on both ends of the floor. The point guards with the most steals over the course of the last month. Chris Dunn on top.
And all those swipes have come for him because of that endless energy with which he plays on the defensive end. I mean, whoever he's guarding, he sticks to them like glue on the perimeter.
Yeah, it's like wearing a bad suit. You can't get it off you. I don't care how good your handles are. He's going to get his share of steals each and every night. That's a guarantee.
Chicago with the ball. They host the Kings after this game, and that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Zeller against Carter. Here's Allen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Markkanen. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Not sure, maybe the pressure of the moment got to him there. A really careless error that might ultimately cost the team.
Knocked loose. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I love seeing Dunn use his creative side to get these calls. He is simply amazing at putting defenders in a tough spot.
And here's Middleton. 7 points in the game. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. Young in the corner. Cans it from downtown.
The first thing that jumps out at you about Young, that seemingly limitless shooting range and the spacing that affords for this offense.
Allen passes to Markkanen. Back to Allen. The rebound by Middleton.
And they just cannot seem to get it going so far in this half, missing their first 3 shots.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point, he is so dialed in. You got to get him off his spots.
Allen kicks to Markkanen. No good with the triple.
They got to be more active on offense and maybe a little bit more aggressive going to the rim. 0 of 4, not impressive thus far.
Bazemore finds Young. Bazemore against Levine. Back to Young. 6 to shoot. Overdone. Again, Young missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
The Hawks leading by 4, and it's good for 2. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the 3rd here. Allen dishes to Markkanen. Back to Allen. They need this. It's tipped.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And Bazemore kicks to Collins. Now, here is Young. 20 points for him inside. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Again, the Hawks score.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Chicago calls timeout. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every 3-pointer he takes right now.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Dunn. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 8 points, 2.5 steals, and 5 assists. And he's a real threat defensively. You look at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
And he's causing a lot of those mistakes, too. He's just harassing you 94 feet and does not give you an inch.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from LaVine. And Bazemore kicks to Collins. Passes it to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. It's Young on the wing. He's guarded by Markkanen. Bulls trail by 6. Dunn passes to Allen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Markkanen against Collins. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Allen. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. First in scoring, first in assist, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Collins kicks to Zeller. Bazemore for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Carter dishes to Markkanen. 5 to shoot. Done against Young. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Now one against Middleton. Lays it up off the glass. Middleton's got 11.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Now one against Middleton. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it's Allen slamming it down.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Kicks it to Markkanen. Dunn passes to Allen. Young against Dunn. Stolen by Middleton. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Young's running. Knocked away. The dish to Middleton. Bazemore on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Young against Carter. Here's Zeller. Goes back up. Back to Bazemore. There's the triple. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Cody Zeller.
You know, I love how he absorbs
the 1:09 left to play in the 3rd. Mobley the pass to Middleton. Pass to Mobley. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 18. Parker finds Allen. Parker against Prince. And it's blocked.
Such a good defender, Taurean Prince. Physical, good lateral movement, and has the tools there to snuff out a shot.
And that one falls for Middleton.
impeccable from the line since halftime.
Middleton hits them both. Here's Evans. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Parker kicks to Allen. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks cruising into the quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for Chicago right now, we've got Allen. Jabari Parker is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Tyreke Evans, and it's Blakeney in at the 2-guard spot. Prince outside, takes a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Parker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Blakeney. Allen surveying the D. And the pass to Blakeney. Back to Allen. 14 feet away. Len grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 20. Down low, Prince. Off with the layup.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Evans with it. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Allen. They get it back. Marjanovic. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta. Both teams deciding to change it up. And the second free throw, good. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Now Bazemore. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Orlando Magic.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Done against Young. Atlanta again missing. Bulls trailed by 17. Dunn dishes to Allen. Passes it to Blakeney. Here's Allen. Parker outside. Back to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
This guy is looking for some life preservers. He needs more help. He's playing well, but his teammates have to pick up the slack here.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Middleton for 3. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Dunn right side. Pass to Blakeney. Here's Allen. Rebound by the Hawks. 22 is their biggest lead.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
With Kent Bazemore, Brent, a lot of what he brings on the defensive end starts with his length, a very large, long arm span.
Yeah, not a picnic for any guard that's trying to navigate around the length of Kent Bazemore. He's always had an impressive steal and block total as the seasons have gone on, and the ball handler doesn't ever feel quite comfortable with Baze around.
Atlanta leading by 19. He kicks to Collins. He feeds it to Young. And they pick up 2.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
That's the attack mindset with which they entered the game with, and I wouldn't expect them to let up now.
Parker passes to Allen. Back to Parker. To the inside to stop the run. And Allen with the layup. Allen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
And Young, here we go. Softly drops in the floater. Young's got 14 points here in the second half.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
Poked loose. Stolen by Middleton. It's Young on the wing. Down low. And the dunk by Len.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Allen finds Parker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
Shots good from Young.
It's contagious. Every guy on the team working to keep this streak alive.
It's so fun when you're rolling like this. You just want it to continue as long as possible. And right now, fingertips are ablaze. Just not good court awareness there. You cannot afford to be careless. That just leads to bad turnovers.
Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's
to figure out where they exactly.
Where is this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Back to Young. Middleton outside. Here's the 3. Atlanta again missing. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. Allen kicks to Levine. Got that one up quick.
When a guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Moutier. Young left side. 6 to shoot. And here is Allen. Now here's Valentine. Pass to Felicio. Now here's Allen. He's covered closely. To the middle. Yep, it counts. Allen's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, he makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Dishes it to Young. Here's Bembry, guarded by Levine. From the baseline. Rebound by the Bulls. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Allen leading the charge. And there's the pass to Felicio. Back to Allen. Levine with it to the inside. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Levine. Levine's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And they let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Khris Middleton.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And now we can see that when he's at his best, they are a very dangerous team, going up against the defending champs and getting the job done. Now Allen. Feeds it to Levine. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Bazemore kicks to Zeller. Passes it to Middleton. And here's Young from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 5 assists in the game. Allen against Middleton. At the elbow, it's Markkanen. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Atlanta leading by 16. Here's Young, and that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Middleton the pass to Collins. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Hawks passing it around. Markkanen on the double team. Shot clock at 5. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Bazemore misses. Bulls trail by 16. Outside, Levine. Allen dishes to Markkanen. Inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Khris Middleton.
And hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he did in that first half.
He doesn't get the second one. The Hawks leading by 15. And here's Young. Middleton outside. Kicks it to Zeller. Carter with the block. Now here's Levine. Allen finds Levine. And again, Chicago. No good. Atlanta's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Here's Zeller. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Good on both. Done with it. Now Allen. Outside Levine. Back to Allen. Trying his luck deep. Bazemore grabs the miss. Atlanta shoot here in the 4th quarter around 41%. And Young kicks to Collins. Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 19. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Allen for the 3. Bazemore grabs the miss.
Might want to stop shooting from out there right now because it's just not working. He needs to look to get his teammates involved at this point in the game. Young
up top. Dunn covering. Tipped away.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Atlanta.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Khris Middleton.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Dunn against Young. Zeller trying to free himself up. Young's shot is off. And so Allen will bring it up for the Bulls. Here's Dunn, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
Zeller passes to Young. Pass to Middleton from outside the arc. Rebound by the Bulls.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Allen, that's good. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Bazemore against LaVine, and so they foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
And so Bazemore nails both of them.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 11. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to see. Fight all the way through, even to the bitter end.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one.